this just seems like one of those issues that's going to continue to be out of control. The caravans are back, 6,000 a day. We're going to see that violence start increasing again. The border start increasing again. Drug cartels increase power. And we've got an administration who's spending less resources at the border.
Well, unless you could change a policy, Jordan, it's just going to increase the magnet for people to continue to come. And I go back to the soundbite you played earlier in the broadcast where the secretary was telling people to wait. Jordan, he may as well send them a green light, because if he is going to say to wait, that's going to tell them that they're going to get away with it when they come. And look, I want to remind people what his title is. He is the Secretary of Homeland Security. So, Jordan, how about when some people say we're going to violate the law, we're going to come in contradiction to the law, it's going to, first of all, he should tell them it's going to be a very dangerous trip and you may not survive it. But if you make it, I, as the Secretary of Homeland Security, will send you back. That's the message he should be sending. And, Jordan, I also just want to remind people, you did earlier in the broadcast, but a refugee program or an asylum program, that is something that we actually care an awful lot about. We utilize those programs to help people whose lives are truly in danger to come to the United States of America. And when those programs, Jordan, are abused to this extent, here's what happens. Someone takes one of those spots that is legally allowed under the statute, comes into the United States under a false pretense. That costs someone who legitimately qualifies, who legitimately needs asylum, or who is legitimately a refugee. That costs them a slot, Jordan. So this idea of just letting anyone come and not enforcing the laws, it is actually the opposite of compassionate. It costs people whose lives are truly in danger the ability to seek America, the city on a shining hill.
But the Biden team, to what Than was saying, they tried to make the case that President Biden is fulfilling a campaign promise to be more compassionate to immigrants. This is not compassion. Being held at the border, these children being held, unaccompanied, giving people in South and Central America false hope, that is not compassion. And not only that, it endangers Americans, their personal security, economically, their health, now that people with COVID are being released into the country. And it's a slap in the face, not only to what Than mentioned, to people who really are refugees who need to come here. It's also a slap in the face to immigrants who come here legally, who wait, who go through the process. And, of course, it's creating absolute chaos on the border. And it's all because of the policies of this president who's been in office just a matter of weeks.